All right. Well, I know I also have to wait a second or two here because every time I do my intro, it gets cut off a little bit. But okay, hopefully right about now. Well, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, ladies, and gentlethems. My name is Overseer Greg, and pull up your Nuka-Cola, or pull up your seat, grab a Nuka-Cola, crack it open. We are exploring the wastelands tonight. Yes, and you can book me to be your overseer in the wastelands as well if you go to gmgreg.com. I'm professional game master, dungeon master, overseer, whatever you want to call me. Storyteller, I'll pretty much run that system most likely. But yes, go to gmgreg.com. Book me to run games online or in person. I'm happy if you're in Southern California. I'm happy to drive to you. Or if you want to fly me someplace, hell, I travel. I'm easy, man. So gmgreg.com to book me to run a game for you. I have a bunch of new reviews up as of my last couple of weeks worth of running games in person. People are being incredibly kind, but also they're having a great time. So I know I can show you a good time too. Anyhow, again, we are playing Fallout this week. This is not the usual D&D with the Turtle Tonys. Tonight, instead, I take the Brute Squad back to just outside of the Commonwealth in the Wastelands. And yes, again, let's go on ahead and introduce tonight's party. Yeah, I'm doing this all out of order because I'm fucking tired. But you know what? Screw it. I don't care. We're having a great time. Anton, how you doing tonight, bud? Marvin!
Hi, I'm Anton Ray, and today I am playing Marvin, the sentient Mr. Handy, who's awakened and self-aware and looking to create a utopia for all robot kind, and a few humans that are pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Excellent. Glad to have you tonight, brother. Lauren, how you been, darling?
I'm good. Glad to be here. Glad to be hanging out in the wasteland for sure.
Yeah, glad to have you. Who are you playing tonight, and what do they do?
Tonight I am playing Bailey Big Smile, the ghoul, who kicks ass and takes no names.
Yeah, because fuck the names. Yeah. When you have all the asses kicked, who needs the names, right?
I'm excited. Plot is getting so thick.
Oh yeah, and you guys don't even know. This is a twisted little adventure, and I'm so glad we got to spread it out a little bit.
I know is my husband mixes up the different size silverware in the silverware trays. He won't separate them, and I think he might be a synth.
Ask him what position he would play if he played baseball. If he says catcher, he's a synth, and you need to stab him in the neck.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yep. That's the test. That's the test that they used at one of the settlements. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah. Don't take me for synth detection advice. Mr. Matt, how you been tonight, bud?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Tonight I'm playing the Green Knight, an exceptionally old super mutant who has been kind of cosplaying his way through the apocalypse.
Yep, you're all of like 8 years old as a exceptionally old super mutant.
I don't know. The template it's based on said he's super old, like pre-bombs falling. So I feel like they took some liberties with super mutantness in the game. A little
bit, yeah. I didn't think I thought super mutants were a product of the bombs falling.
No, they're a product of
the FEV.
Military
That's right.
experimentation.
Yeah,
FEV. Yeah.
Yeah, the forced evolutionary virus. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
So the Green Knight's been around. He's been around the block.
Yeah,
he got his hands on some King Arthur legends in the Boston Public Library and thought, you know what? This sounds like my jam right now. So he's running around the wasteland with a giant sword, probably carved out of an airplane wing when he met this ragtag band of survivors. And he's been taking heads and having fun ever since.
I love it. Shout out to everybody on Facebook watching tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Feel free to leave a comment. We can't reply live to Facebook comments, but and they disappeared immediately. Okay, cool. I saw
quantum viewer. You observe them and they.
Yeah, you observe them and then the state. 100%. Yep. Well, regardless, they didn't stop their scrolling long enough. But if you do, we can't respond to Facebook in real time, but you can join us on all the other platforms. All right. Well, go on. Let's go on ahead and introduce the last of our party. Last in introductions, first in our hearts. Paulie, how you doing? And where's Nat? Oh, Paulie is locked up. Or am I locked up?
I think Paulie's locked up.
Okay. Well, he looks like he's
or he's been
enjoying.
replaced by a synth, and the synth is malfunctioning.
Rebooting. Yeah,
Yeah.
The synth is currently rebooting. I'm gonna have to drive over there and whack him with a baseball bat. I just, don't like skin jobs.
I can say for a certainty that Marvin is not a synth.
Marvin. Okay. Oh, and they crashed out. And Lauren crashed out too. Amazing. We are we're firing on all cylinders here tonight, y'all. This is great. We're doing great. Okay. Cool. So anyhow, but wait a minute though. Wasn't it you two that were the ones who were serving as the distractions?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Okay, do you guys want to do the recap real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we decided to go and track down the anomalous readings from where a empty field should be, and it turns out there was a building.
There is a building.
And in it, there are
factory.
people from some college or some, I don't know. I don't really know much about Boston.
We've only seen the gunners outside so far.
But
yeah, you've only seen gunners outside for the moment, but yes.
But we're pretty sure this is where the synths come from, or there's someone else doing something nefarious. And so,
I mean, in this town, you never know. But I did use a synthetic intelligence to do me up what this building looks like, so you guys can all take a look here real quick. This looks like the warehouse, or that's what I'm calling is the warehouse. I don't know, and the two gunner schmucks in the front, who clearly are doing a great job guarding it if they're too busy watching it to watch their six. Yeah.
And so then we decided our best course of action was to have the Green Knight bury himself in the leaves and detritus, and then I danced around and played music until I pretended to have my battery die, and then they came to investigate it.
That's right. Yeah, that took several hours.
Yep.
They were not biting on that lead at all. But let's see. We got two of these guys, and then I got you guys. Using the pregens. Here we go. La la la. Oh, here's Paulie. Oh, hey, Paul.
Hey there.
Welcome back.
Oh, hey, Mock. Oh, hey, Doggy.
Oh, hi, Mock.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, Nat.
Howdy.
Oh, yeah, you guys are cutting way in and out. Yeah, you guys are like one step from a complete lockup. Oh, and they locked up again. All right. Well, we'll see if they can make it back. Oh, we're getting little bits. They're waving their hands. Okay, this is a good sign. There's signs of life. And here's Lauren. All right, cool. We almost have Paul looks so freaking Irish right now. Yeah. Okay. All righty, Lauren. Everything good with bedtime? You tell your son if he doesn't go to bed, the super mutants are going to get him.
Yep. This is fine.
Good.
No trauma.
Yep, no trauma whatsoever. All right. Well, yeah, we can. I'm glad you guys can hear us. But yeah, it's like I get one new picture maybe every minute right now for y'all. So not quite sure what's going on. But if you want to check your routers and such, probably not a bad idea. In the meantime, okay, let's give this another shot. No video feed. La la la. Sorry, folks. We're just going to do a little troubleshooting real quick, and then we will get back to your regularly scheduled slaughter. So,
I had a bit of a revelation.
Oh yeah,
with the fact that I often have a lot of issues with my connections on this, but I ended up, because of the Discord link, being taken to my Edge browser instead of Chrome.
Really?
And it's like 1,000% better.
Yeah, I was wondering why your signal's so good all of a sudden. That's crazy.
It's very unusual.
Yeah.
Because you're an Edge,
I
or
guess,
because you came back to Chrome?
Because I'm on Edge. I'm still on Edge. And it's like so much better. Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, score one for Microsoft. All right. Well, in just to recap, yes, the party here has been investigating some sort of the cause of the mental deterioration and emotional deterioration of a whole settlement where folks have been suffering memory loss, migraines, and eventually had lost all emotional control and started attacking and killing themselves, killing each other, just having all kinds of violent outbursts. The party, in investigating this, discovered, and also amnesia, because why not? So the party, in investigating this, discovered that the source of this was some sort of radiation or signal coming from the Garden of Eden kit, or the GEC, as it is commonly referred to, that had actually helped create this settlement. And in trying to get rid of this signal, they realized that they can't get rid of the source of it, because if they did, it actually destroys the GEC, which would destroy the settlement. So therefore, they have traced where the signal goes to, which, according to all maps, should be an empty field, but instead, as we mentioned before, they find themselves outside of a warehouse. There were a squad of gunners guarding the entrance to this warehouse, the only obvious entrance from where the party was. They have waited until dark to try and do any sort of engaging. Anton's Mr. Handy, Marvin has been working on some distractions and finally decided to sound like his batteries have died. Once that happened, the two of the gunners go inside. Two of them actually start approaching the party. Half the party goes sneaking off to try and find another entrance. And Marvin, sadly, did not make a very good stealth sneak check. So he's drawn some attention. But at the same time, our poor gunners have run right into where the Green Knight was lying in wait, hiding in a pile of leaves, ready to jump out like some horrifying child around Halloween. And now that is where we left off. So I need initiatives.
I think most of us are at 11, right?
I think you guys are. Yep. And this is not a rollable. This is a game with no rollable initiative, which actually makes it pretty quick. Let's see. All right. And Bailey is 12. And Hazel is 11. Happy is 10. 2, 3. I'm missing one. Marvin, Bailey, Hazel, Happy, and the Green Knight.
11.
Fantastic. Okay. Since the Green Knight actually initiated the combat with emerging from your hiding position for the ambush, I'm going to say that you get the free action or the free round at the top of the round.
Hell yeah.
You waited until they were in close combat. Now you have surprise motherfuckered them properly.
The Brute Squad way.
The Brute Squad way. Shoot them in the face. Ask questions later. All right. What do you want to do?
Can I quickly assess their armaments to see if one looks more threatening than the other?
Give me a perception plus. Let's call it perception plus small guns, just to assess their armament. Yeah. Okay, 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
say,
right.
and actually, that not that your action pool was already maxed out, but now it is definitely maxed. On the other hand, my action pool, after using up all my points last week, my action pool is still at only 1 action die. So you assess that these guys are carrying what looks to be very, very, very clean, very well maintained laser, like hand lasers, and then also they have shock batons on their belts. They are wearing camouflage fatigues and look like they are wearing ranks and badges and other assorted flair that belong to the gunners. They have they're a
How
little
many pieces
unshaven.
of flair?
Not too much. These guys are probably like junior officers. or the equivalent of like barely above grunts. They're getting front door guard duty, so you're not dealing with high ranking guys here. But
just like the minimum amount.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more than the minimum. These guys might have seen a little bit of action. So
the important thing is going with that.
At least 30 pieces of flair.
Yeah.
Oh, Office Space. Should have known. Yep, at least 30 pieces of flair. All right. Well, both these guys fail in flair department. Then they're really gonna, the manager's gonna have to talk to them about this. Manager who's probably like still in high school, if there was high school still existing in the apocalyptic Commonwealth. So the one thing you do notice though is that the pair of them, they both have buzz cuts. They both look like they need a shave. So it's probably been a day or so since they've had a last shave. They both look very alert, eagle-eyed, and look like they're fighting fit and decently fed. So you're dealing with some peak level, soldiers here, which is unusual when you think about the living conditions in the wasteland. But we will get into that.
The laser pistols, are they the garden variety green, or are they a different color?
These look to be white.
Okay. How many extra? So these successes give me temporary action points for the round, right? Is that how it works?
Yes. And so we're burning one to get you the information that you want. You now have 2 additional action points. There's no room to bank them, so you got to use them.
We're using them.
All right. What are you gonna do?
I will strike out at the closest one, adding 2 additional dice here.
Okay.
That's 5 successes.
Holy shit! All right. Matt has chosen violence to start the night.
Yes.
All right. This is fine. This is physical?
Yes.
All
physical with a Pierce 1.
Defense is 1. So, 5 successes definitely does it. Christ on a cracker. Okay. Going ahead and 5 successes. Yeah, so with the piercing, roll damage. And by the way, you can also sink those additional action points into damage dice if you really, really want to drive it home.
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Absolutely, the Green Knight does.
Yep. So that would be so you get 4 additional action points for your 5 successes. So I'm assuming that you want to burn 3 or get at least 3 additional damage dice. Use 3 of them for 3 additional.
Three's the max, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's see what that looks like. Is that on top of the 6? Is that a 14 damage?
No, that is not 14 damage. That is I'm going to give you 8 physical damage to start with, though. And your piercing definitely goes into effect. Now, is piercing... It
reduces physical damage resistance by 1.
Got it. All right. Well, yeah. They've only got a physical... Oh, no, wait. By 1 for each time that you have it, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, cool. Cool. Yep. This dude's fucked. Left leg. Put your right leg in. Put your right leg out. All right. Let me look up. Let me do something nasty with this guy's leg here, because that's 8 damage. You literally blew through his entire physical resistance on your first hit. So, leg, you immediately fall prone. Okay. Yeah. So basically, here's what happens. You critical hit the guy on the leg. He is going to take all 8 of that damage. There is no Vaseline here. It's just all pain all the time. And he, yells, he howls in pain as he hits the ground. You hear what sounds like a snap and a crunch as, joint and what you presume to be bone all give way to this chunk of an airplane wing just coming careening into his leg. Crack, crunch. And he's like, ah! And he goes down in a heap. You actually take him out. He is knocked prone for the moment. And this is because I'll jump out. Okay. Got it. All right. All right, and that's going to be cool. Frickin' frack here. All right, cool. That is it for top of the round. Unless you wanted to burn an action point for another major action.
Theoretically, I could swing on the other guy then, yeah?
Yeah, you could theoretically swing on that, or you could finish this dude off. I mean,
maybe. I think probably be good to finish this guy off.
All right.
You guys on board with another action point expenditure? I'm seeing thumbs up.
That's what they're there for. We'll get more.
Yep, you will definitely get more, especially with the way you're rolling tonight, bud.
2 successes.
Okay. 2 successes. That is exactly enough to hit. Go on ahead and roll damage. 5
damage.
Yep.
I like to think the Green Knight just came up out of the ground with the swing, and then will come back down.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. You come up and just like slam into this dude. Prone enemies meter range for +1. 1 to a minimum of 0. Got it. Because yeah, you knocked him prone with that. So actually, you're going to get 1 action point back because the DC was only 1. And then the right leg. All right, 5 physical damage on the right leg. So that means he's gonna. Oh man.
I will be the tallest motherfucker around here.
Yeah. So you spring up out of the ground. You slam into one leg. You bounce off of that, come careening into the other. As he hits the ground, you just crack with all of your strength into that other leg. And both of his legs at this point, one of them is just barely avoids the critical damage on the on the right leg, but the left leg is definitely gimped or like broken from the looks of it. He is in some serious trouble with that. But it's their turn at this point. So move action because it can re-roll any cover you have. So yeah, this is also the 3rd session that we've been playing this system. So if we're getting better at this, but if we have to stop and look up stuff every once in a while, please forgive us because this is a new experience by and large. So, all right, top of the order. The bad guys actually go first. One of them is going to turn and look at the Green Knight and go, "Ha! Holy shit, a super mutant!" and is going to light that ass up. Fire rate is 3. Burst and vicious. Institute laser. Target number is 10. It's going to be at least 2 dice. 14 and 12. Those are not going to hit. So the first shot goes wide. I'm going to burn my last action point to try and to get you one more time. I'm going to get one more die. 13, definitely not going to do it. So, bap, bap, bap. He kind of like is so shocked and surprised by his buddy going down that all 3 shots go just like wide as he's trying to. He instinctively pulls the trigger first and then tries to aim it and just out of the order of operations screws everything up. Oh, we got folks in the chat. Hey, Dave, good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Glad to have you here. All right. And then the guy on the ground is looking up at you. He's agonized in pain, but he is not in a. He happens to have 2 bad legs, but a fully functioning pair of hands. So as a result, he's going to try to shoot you. A 15 and a 20. The complication is he tries to roll over to try and shoot you. His broken leg keeps him. Now there's. Give me a perception plus survival. All right. What you notice is he tries to roll over, and you hear him yowl in pain, and you see what looks to be something protruding out of his thigh. You assume that this is a bone, but then you realize it's a steel beam.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That means nothing to me.
Well,
I'll let the pink skins figure that out.
Yep. No, but it's his leg is metallic, or has a metal structure inside of it. Yeah. So that guy, yeah, he screwed his attack up. I don't have any more action dice to burn. So that's gonna be that. Yeah. Okay, Bailey, it is your turn. Now you were on your way towards the doors to the warehouse. Do you want to continue that way? Or when you start hearing yelling and gunfire, do you want to turn around and go back? Lauren?
Sorry, I was
All
listening for the little one. Sorry.
Got it.
Ask the
All
question
good.
again.
Yep, no worries. So right now you are it's your turn. You have heard the you were on your way to the front door that you guys were waiting for the guards to get past. You've managed to get past the guards and have successfully sneaked. You're about halfway across the open field with Happy and with Hazel. Now, the three of you hear the gunfire behind you all of a sudden. So, do you want to continue on your way to the door, or do you want to run back?
I have an academic question, which is,
Okay.
What is the AOE on a baseball grenade?
AOE on a baseball grenade. Oh, that's a great question.
I was looking it up last time and I couldn't find it. Just on the Googles. I have one though.
Hold on. Let me actually look this up because I have the compendium in Roll20 here.
Oh, that's helpful.
Baseball grenade. 5 damage dice. Blast thrown. You do not target a single opponent. Instead, select a single zone you can see and make the appropriate skill test to attack with a basic difficulty of 2. Adjusted for range is normal. If you succeed, every creature now that it doesn't have a target in the zone suffers the weapon's damage. So basically, it's going to affect, if you toss it into the general area, it's going to hit and affect everybody in the general area. So it'll get the 2 cents, and it'll get Matt, and it may or may not also get Marvin.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, am I within gun range?
Yes. I'm going to say that you're closer to long range, so it'll be +1 difficulty.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to say that you could actually spin around and open up, shoot into the woods a little bit. You do have eyes on one target. You also do recognize the fact that the Green Knight is currently standing, towering over this poor schmuck who's probably about to get his head lopped off. But if you want to bring the pain, you're more than welcome to do so.
Is that the only one I can see?
Yes, that is the only one that you can see. The other one had its legs cut out from under him, and he's currently prone and howling in misery on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have a clean shot on him because he's prone and it's dark.
I'm kind of feeling like the green machine is fine. And maybe we can just keep going towards the door.
And you got Marvin the murder bot there too. So
that's true.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to keep going towards the door?
I think I am, yeah.
Copy that. All right. You managed to make it to the door, and I will get back to you guys in just a moment. Marvin the murder bot.
Marvin.
So
I'm going to, come up online, fly up.
Yep.
And then go over to the downed one that's angry, and then drop on him and drop my weight onto it, trying to pin him down and try to remove its CPU/head.
Holy shit!
With the buzzsaw. Zing.
That's a choice. Okay. Let's go. Get him. All right.
Buzzer.
So the difficulty is going to be 0.
Yeah.
But you're aiming, so it'll be +1 difficulty. So the difficulty is 1.
All right. So I'm committing 1 additional die.
Excellent. All right. So I'm going to take away your die. Yes. 3 dice. Let's go, baby. 3 dice.
2 successes.
Oh shit! All right.
I
right.
am spending a luck point.
You're spending a luck point.
And to guarantee a critical hit.
Okay.
With the buzzsaw. Pierce 1.
Right. Pierce 1. All right. Cool. Yeah, roll that damage. 5 physical damage. All right. Yep. Yeah. You. Okay. How do you? Dude had 1 hit point left, and you don't. Do you have piercing on that? No, you don't have piercing on that.
I absolutely have Pierce 1 on that.
Okay. Interesting. Oh, but you know what? You didn't get a little Vault Boy die face. So the pierce didn't take effect, but he had 1 hit point left, and he had physical DR of 3. You dealt 5 damage. So yeah, his head just comes lopping off, and I will tell you, you don't see circuitry coming from inside of normal human beings, but this is what you behold as you lop off the CPU of this synth in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I have 360-degree vision, so I'd clocked the robotic parts inside of his body already. So.
Yep. So yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Hazel, it is Hazel's turn.
Me? No, it's not.
Hazel. Oh, sorry, Hazel's me.
Yeah, Hazel's here.
I'm happy, baby. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. So we are by the door, correct?
Yes. The two of you were about halfway there. Bailey is like, come on, let's go. Let's keep going this way. They got let the murder bros handle the murder.
I think so. One was just unheaded, right? And one is toe to toe with the Green Knight.
Yeah, you guys are halfway across the field. You're just hearing chaos behind you, and you're assuming that the guards are being taken care of.
And are we near a door at all? Did we find the?
Yes, you are near the you're approaching the large double doors that that take you into the warehouse. They're like the airplane hangar style doors, but then in the center of one of those doors is just a normal person sized door with an access keypad on it. Oh. I fed them already. Don't let them lie to you.
She said she's starving and dying.
Ah. Got you back. There you go. Miranda, I fed you.
No.
My cat is being rude and telling my wife that she's starving to death right now and that I don't feed her or love her. Yeah.
So then, as you said, if we hear them taking care of business, is it possible to basically duck in beside the door and kind of ready in action to be free?
I got like a quarter of each phrase. But,
gotcha.
but from the sounds of it, you guys want to try and get through the door.
Ready in action. Is that possible to basically?
Oh,
as this is going on, in case the door opens up and things come running out.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to. Are we so far away that we couldn't see the synthiness of these gunners?
You could not.
Okay.
Yeah, they're far enough away. It's also nighttime.
Yeah.
So the guy who just got beheaded and got revealed is it's dark and he was prone. So it's actually, hold on. Let me look at my notes. Yes. You know what? It actually does specify that when the synths are dead, they actually explode. So, hey, Anton. Yeah, you land on this guy, and you suddenly have an explosion going off next to you, or directly beneath you. Let's see. Okay. What is your defense rating, Marvin? Hey, Anton. Did.
All right, yes, it's a physical defense of 2. Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted there.
Oh, it's okay.
Is this do they instantly explode, or is it something that is built up that I can recognize with a repair to attempt to disable?
It says that each time one of the synths is destroyed, it explodes in a bright flash of metal and fire. So I'm assuming that it's kind of instantaneous, as if it is like a defense mechanism to prevent them from being scavenged. So I will say, give me a perception and survival.
So my beheading it doesn't. All right.
It kind of trips the dead man switch.
Nope. Perfect. Marvin.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you're comfortably sitting on this thing.
I'm gonna luck point that 20 away.
Okay. So, but still, it's you don't notice the sudden like beep 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 as it over the sound of your buzzsaw as the capacitor inside of it supercharges and prepares to explode all up on you.
How do I re-roll that 20?
Okay. Well, just go on ahead and just roll 1d20. Just do a straight up roll 1d20.
Mm-hmm.
Where is Marvin?
All right. Sorry, that first one is so it becomes a critical success instead of a 20.
Okay, fantastic. So yeah, you notice just at the last second that this thing's gonna pop.
Oh, okay. Then I fly up instead.
All right. Let's see. Defense is 1. Cool. And then the. Yep. All right. So I'm going to say I had 0 successes with the explosion. So you actually managed to be like, whoop, zoom, and you shoot up into the air and manage to avoid the small controlled explosion of the body of the synth. Sorry, my cat is just yowling next to me. I don't know if you guys hear this or not.
Right. Now, can I use? Yeah. Can I use that additional success to replenish a luck or not?
Yes.
Okay, back to 3.
Well, that'll be. Well, no, luck doesn't replenish the same way action points do.
Okay, then no.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I have So then we have an action point.
Yeah. So that actually stacks your action points back up to full.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Miranda, we just fed you.
She hasn't eaten for a week, she said.
And she wonders why she's a chunk. All right.
I don't think she wonders at all.
No. She runs this house. We all know it. Okay. Cool. So yes, you managed to fly up into the air and avoid the consequences of the explosion. Paul, I will say that to answer your question, you do see and hear a kaboom as the corpse of one of the struck down gunners. That's really a robot in disguise. Pops like a weasel.
Gotcha. So definitely, yes, as Hazel, I am definitely backing into a little corner and preparing for any of those little robot bastards, those synth bastards to come scuttering out through the front hole.
Got it. Cool. Green Knight.
Okay. I will go after the second guy who's still standing.
Fantastic.
Three successes.
Well, you only needed one to hit, so go on ahead and roll me your damage.
All right. I will pump 2 into it from my over successing.
Okay.
That's accurate? I can do that, yeah.
Yep.
7 damage.
Holy shit, man. And you pierce through everything. So he's going to take all 7 of that. That's critical. Right in the torso. You just straight up gut this guy and run him through, and then shove him off the end of your sword. Let's see, 7. So that means he's cool. Is she still? You just gave her a full churu, and she's still yelling for food.
Let her watch my hands. She thinks I have food.
I'm sorry. This is just my cat is being a little terrorist tonight and deciding that she needs to be fed all the things. Okay, because
We've
Jen
all
is in
been there.
Yeah, Jen is in the kitchen right now making dinner, so Miranda thinks that obviously she must be cooking for the cat.
Obviously.
Yeah. Anyhow, Miranda, come here. Oh, she's looking right at me, and then she looks back at Jen like, I want food. I don't want you. Okay. So you plunge your sword into the guy's chest. He's like, and you actually lift him off the ground and then fling him down off of it like you're flicking something off the end of your sword. He stumbles backwards. He's got circuitry and like all kinds of fluids, antifreeze and motor oil and all kinds of other things, like just gushing out of his stomach. And he looks down and he's just like traumatized by what he sees. So that's it for. Or do you want to take another major action?
We're at full, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend one. Let's do it.
All right, go for it.
3 successes.
Jesus Christ, dude. All right, cool. Yep. All right, roll it.
All right, same as before.
Second verse, same as the first. Leave it to Mr. LePage to draw up the ultimate combat character.
6 damage.
6 damage. None of the little Vault Boy faces, though, on that. So that means you are going to deal 3 damage, but everything's fine here. We're all fine. That goes into the right arm. Not doing great. He's not doing great. Cool. All right. Yeah, you he is you didn't actually crit on that though. So while he is wounded, his arm is still functional, which is good to know. All right, Happy, you're up.
All right. So I'm with Hazel right now.
Correct.
And we're waiting for some ooga boogas to come out of the darkness. But we don't see any scary things yet, correct?
Correct.
I would like to ready an action and that's tough.
You want to pop off on anything coming through the door as well?
Yes, and I have my knuckles on always, but I will have my pipe gun at the ready for the first thing I see come through that door that is an enemy.
Copy that. All right. Well, then in that case, you're holding on to your action. The 3 of you are at the door. The door looks like it needs some hacking to get through. But in the meantime, let's go back over to the fight at hand. This guy is going to try and shoot that is a 1 and a 5 for 3 successes to shoot our beloved Green Knight. And then I am going to go full auto on this guy. So that means I'm going to use 3 more shots to do 9 damage dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's burst and vicious. 9. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to roll it here. Okay, so that's going to be 6 energy damage.
Okay.
Out of the 9 dice. With burst and vicious.
Where is it landing?
I'll tell you in a second. Why? Really? Okay. Awesome. Okay, so that means it's actually going to do 8 points of damage because of the vicious property, and I got two of the vault boys. Rolled 3 vault boys, so it's going to be 3 points of damage added to it for the viciousness. So that's going to be 9 points of damage total. And burst. Burst attack hits one additional target within close range of the primary target for each effect rolled. Each additional target spends 1 additional unit of ammo from the weapon. Cool. All right. Except I used all of the ammo on the Green Knight, so I'm going to ignore the burst effect right now and just pump that straight into Matt. And Matt, you get shot in the right leg.
Okay.
Yep. So you wind up getting hit multiple times in the thigh and in the calf, and you are going to be slowed considerably. Movement is incredibly difficult. It's you actually like fall prone as these shots all land, and getting up is going to be difficult.
Okay.
Yep. But let me see. That's that guy's turn. I think also minor action.
So it was what, 8 total damage?
9 total energy damage. Now, if you have energy resistance or any sort of resistance to that,
Not on the right leg.
got it. All right. Take 1 additional. Minor action represents the quick. Concentration or effort. Oh, and I also forgot this guy also takes 2 physical damage because he's bleeding out of his torso. Good times. Cool. So he takes his damage. Draw item, interact, move. He is also now going to start fleeing his way back towards the warehouse. He's probably not going to make it. He's bleeding pretty severely, but he is making an effort to get there. When Matt hits the ground, he starts stumbling towards everything. Bailey, you do see a figure coming out of the tree line approaching you guys. What do you want to do?
I'm going to turn, and I can recognize it as an enemy, right?
Yeah, this looks like one of the 2 schmucks, and he actually looks like he's been... You see a hole in his stomach. You know?
Cool, yeah.
You can actually, like, see part of the green... Well, you can see part of Marvin glowing through the hole in this guy's stomach.
Okay, well, I'm not going to aim for the hole, but I am going to shoot, I believe.
Okay.
Let's see. Pipe gun. And you know what? We're action point rich, right?
You guys currently have 4.
I'm going to add 1 more dice to my roll then.
Okay. That puts the pool to 3. 1 success. All right, go on ahead and roll damage.
Okay. 2.
2 physical damage. And do you have any sort of things on that pipe gun by chance? Any sort of piercing, anything like that?
I think it usually displays it in the text box of the roll when there's a special property.
No worries. Okay. Then in that case, you pump around into its left leg, and oddly enough, it's got the physical damage reduction manages to shrug off the 2 physical damage for the moment. So you wind up you watch a small explosion come off of its leg as you shoot it. Marvin, it is your turn. What do you want to do? Oh, muted.
How bad is the Green Knight?
Green Knight's on the ground. You don't know how bad otherwise at the moment, but you can do a perception and first aid.
Okay.
Okay.
So sure. Does it require how many successes?
I'm gonna say. Let me see. To get just the gist of how bad you have.
Yep.
Yeah, you have 1 success. All right, good enough. Yeah, I'm gonna call that good enough.
Okay. No, I'm just finding. Do we get a success in the action pool back?
No, you guys. It was going to be 1 because it's dark and because you're not quite on top of him. But as you start, it's not hard for you to look at him and go, "Oh, okay. His leg has been shot up and cauterized automatically when the laser bolts went through." But it looks like Swiss cheese at the moment, like charred cheese is what his leg kind of looks like it right now.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to go. But he does not look like he's dying at this second.
Matt, you're still conscious? Yeah.
I'm conscious. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, he's conscious.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go zoom over and buzzsaw the other one.
All right, go for it.
All right, and back to character sheet and core. Buzzsaw.
Buzz, 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 buzz goes the saw.
All right, 2 successes.
That's a hit. Mm-hmm. Roll that beautiful bean footage. 4 physical damage.
1 piercing.
1 piercing.
And how badly is he look hurt?
Oh, he's. I mean. You just take his head clean off.
Okay.
Or you take his. You actually literally sever his arm. And at that point, there's a spark that ignites something or some of the fluid that was coming out of his stomach, and he just explodes right in your face. Yep. Kerplop. So you can actually see suddenly that there's an alarm klaxon and a series of red lights all going off around the outside of the building at the moment, because somebody finally woke up and realized that there's something happening outside with that second explosion. We'll be out of combat for the moment. What do you guys want to do?
Well, obviously I'm going to grab up that shock baton and put it next to my bat.
Okay.
And then grab up that laser pistol and then come on back to the Green Knight and see if he's bled out.
Green Knight is still functional for the moment and is getting back up and limping along on a really, really jacked up leg.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see what I
pick
can
up
do
that other
about
laser
that
pistol from the first guy that died.
Copy that. All right.
I will medicine him to see if I can make him better.
All right. Sounds good.
I would like to assist with that if I see him limping, since healing is
kind
part of my thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go on ahead and roll to assist then, Paul.
All right, let me find that on the page.
Excellent. So I take a little hunk of baling wire, I jam it into his wound around the part that looks like it's bleeding, and use it like a twist tie.
That
Ouch.
sounds like fun.
That keeps him from bleeding to death. Infection? You're a super mutant. Who cares?
True.
Okay. So between you guys, you got 4 successes.
Mhm.
You guys were at. You only needed 1 to do the first aid. Let's see. Heal. But you guys can burn. I'm going to say that you can burn an extra action point to heal. First off, you can heal him equal to your medicine rating. Heal the number of hit points equal to the medicine rating. And then you burn a second point. You could treat 1 injury the patient is suffering from, so you can actually get the leg kind of functional again, even if it is still looking like a well done steak.
Okay, so that'd be 1 hit point from me. And
Uh,
then
I have 3 ranks of medicine, but I also have the healer perk, which adds an extra 1, so that'd be 4 from me.
All right, you know what? I'm going to say that between the 2 of you, that's 5 hit points back for Matt. And if you guys,
we'd love to.
fantastic. So you splint the leg and managed to treat it enough where there's basically a walking stick strapped to the limb, so you can kind of lean on it a little bit. I wouldn't go tap dancing anytime soon, but you can at least maneuver at something akin to your normal speed.
It's but a scratch.
Yeah, it is but just a flesh wound.
Go forth, Sir Meat Shield, and slay our enemies.
Yep.
I mean, protect the compound.
Happy and Bailey, while they are treating the Green Knight, the both of you realize that while the red wigwags are still going, the sirens have actually stopped all of a sudden. And that door that had the red glowing keypad on it, the door with access to the warehouse, that red glowing keypad now glows green.
Hazel? Is it Hazel's turn?
We're out of combat right now. The three of them are off wrapping themselves around Matt's leg or the Green Knight's leg. But then the 2 of you are there to, you're tensely waiting for anything to come popping out of that door. And what you notice is that nothing comes out, but the lock on the door releases.
I don't think we should just go in and open it.
Is there treasure on the other side of the door? Are there cats?
I mean, perhaps. You don't know.
I mean, there's certainly probably answers, but I'd rather wait for the others maybe to join us before we go just opening doors.
Okay.
All right.
You guys wait.
I like to have a big tank to hide behind.
Yep. As you wait for the treatment, or for them to finish treating the Green Knight, just as they're like finishing wrapping the bandages onto the leg and making sure that the splint is there, you hear like a little bit of feedback and like a little bit of microphone feedback, and suddenly like a and a PA system that you can actually see speakers on the corners of the building kind of come to life, and there's a voice that kind of calls out and says, "Well, if you're going to go through all the trouble to get to the door, you might as well come on in."
It's a trap.
Of course it's a trap, you idiot.
I'm talking to you.
Sounds like an open invitation.
It is an open invitation, but obviously whatever you want is in here. So come on in.
I don't mind if I do.
Happy is tempted.
I'm tempted. Of course I'm tempted.
I don't know, Facebook. What do you think they should do? Let us know in the comments.
let's let them know that we're gonna go on in, so that they don't wonder where we went. Our friends.
Well, we all hear this, right?
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, is everyone there?
We're all
And-
back together, right? We're in a group.
You guys are all back together by the front door at this
Oh,
point.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well then, yeah, let's go in.
All right.
Are there any Green Knight? Are there any bits of those synths still left that can be used as kind of like a shield? Or no, they're all because gotcha. Okay.
They all pull a 4th of July impersonation as soon as you knock them to 0 hit points. Cool. All right. You open up the door. And we're going to take a quick break. So we'll be back in 10 minutes. And yeah, I'm very excited to tell you what's coming up.
And I'm going to try and reset my router and see if that fixes it at all.
Sounds good. All right. We'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and bring it on back. Marvin.
Marvin.
All right.
My poor computer can hear her.
All righty. Well, let's go ahead and bring it on back. So, with that in mind, you open up the door to the warehouse. Who's going in first? Don't everybody rush in at once.
I was muted. I said the Green Knight goes in first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. I guess because mute.
Exactly. That's how it works.
All right. Well, the Green Knight.
Overseer, how many hit points does a stim pack give back?
Excellent question. You're trying to distract me from murdering y'all.
No, not at all.
If you're trying that, it's working.
Excellent.
A stim pack can be used in one of two ways. It can be applied using the take chem minor action, healing 4 hit points or treating an injury immediately. Or it can be applied as part of the first aid action, healing 4 hit points or treating an injury in addition to any other healing done. So you can actually, if it's not a diluted pack and it's a full strength pack, you can heal 4 hit points with it.
Gotcha.
Miranda, come here. Get out from under there. Are you looking for... She's being a bad kitty.
I'm stopping.
Come here. Say hi to everybody. Say hi to the stream. Look in the camera. Hello. Oh, she is all needles right now. She does not want to be. Just tell everybody. Just hi. Okay. Anyway, so Miranda says hello. And don't go under the kitchen sink again. There's nothing down there for you. She likes to pop open cabinets whenever she can to try and get to look for snacks. All right. So, as the Green Knight opens up the door, the inside of this fortified warehouse is an unexpected sight. Lights, there's tube lighting up in the ceiling, 30, 40 feet up, that is as bright as daylight. It's like the noonday sun in here. Artificial sunlight shining down from the ceiling, filling this single large room with warmth. At the center of the room is a very tall, spiraling machine of blinking lights that looks almost alien in origin. Around the machine is the flowery grass and buildings of your settlement's central square. Every detail is perfect, down to the scratches of lovers' names in the trunk of a replicated tree. Wandering the fake town square, going about their business, and having conversations as though everything was perfectly ordinary, are a number of figures that are identical to the people you know from town. As you take in the unsettling sight, a quiet, nasally voice speaks out over the speakers. See? Welcome to my little miracle. Wonderful, isn't it?
It is incredible.
I'm one of the Institute's chief scientists. Welcome to your town, USA. Please explore. Take a look around. I think you'll find this work absolutely fascinating.
Absolutely creepy, more like.
The first, what do you guys do? Because I'm assuming the Green Knight goes in and then everybody else kind of follows. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Cool.
Assuming they don't immediately die, yes.
Yes. You do not get shot down in any sort of blaze of glory or anything like that. I will say that an older ghoul gentleman approaches. Hey, folks. Good to see y'all. How you been? How was the trip? You recognize this as...
Too bad.
We
Bailey?
recognize him as who?
You recognize him as Joseph, one of the 2 ghouls that you were sent to do the health and wellness check on 2 weeks ago. Yeah, in real time.
Mm.
You should come over for dinner. Theresa's cooking up a nice radiation stew for us. That's what we call it, at least. But you guys might call it Brahmin stew.
Green Knight's gonna look over at Hazel and just muse, is this real Joseph or fake Joseph?
I'm real enough. What are you talking about? What happened to your leg?
I believe the second one.
You got a real nice spot here. What is for dinner?
Well, like I said, we're doing Brahmin stew tonight. A little bit of beef Brahmin stew. It might be a little. We've got some radioactive toppings in there because it doesn't matter. It just makes it a little spicy for us. But I don't know about Hazel. I don't know if you or Happy could enjoy it too much. You know, you got to be real careful with that. Bailey, you might be able to like it. Real 5-alarm chili kind of situation.
Oh, I always love Theresa's cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any sort of armory or weapon stash in our town?
You do know that there was like a jail and a sheriff's office attached to the mayor's office. So you know, towards the center of town, there's probably some sort of weapon stash there.
But there was there like an overseer, like I guess.
Well, this wasn't a vault, so there's no overseer, no central authority figure, or anything like that.
Yeah, but I mean, the person that we were talking to of my creation, all of that. We haven't seen, or do we recognize their voice?
You do not recognize their voice. You do not recognize this voice, and you only hear the voice over the PA. Clearly, they can hear you, though.
Guessing maybe they're in the mayor's office. Should we go
If
there?
they're even in this part of the warehouse at all.
Yeah, if they're here. I look to the institute individual. Where are you?
I'm the chief scientist, and I can be right there if you wish to meet in the proverbial flesh. I will warn you, any violence visited upon me will result in your immediate deaths by extreme prejudice. You are severely outnumbered and outgunned.
Oh.
Just an FYI. Wait right there. And after about a good 3 or 4 minutes, you see a small individual, and I mean by small, I mean like thin, frail, glasses, like think Louis Tully from Ghostbusters, but 30 years older and frail. Kind of comes out in white lab coat, khaki pants, button-down shirt, tie, pocket protector. Greetings, I am the chief scientist. Welcome.
What is the point of this?
What is it all for?
This is the perfect society. This is perfection. That is the purpose of the Institute, is to provide a perfect life. And we can do that without the flaws of emotions and humanity. All right, give me a perception on that, Marvin.
Mm-hmm. That would be perception plus science, right?
Yeah, sure. We'll call it that.
Or would it be repair?
I'm gonna call it science. Perception is science.
one success. That would be, the equivalent of 2 if
The
there's
the giant glowing thing in the center of town. If that might have gone boom, that might be that might be a decent way to go.
Does it look similar to our
No.
Okay. How long ago did you build this model of our city?
Oh, how long is we built the framework. We finished the framework about 3 months ago. You see, we've been watching you for quite some time. We've been watching your little settlement, and we see that the struggles it has with imperfection, inefficiencies that could be easily fixed if you just had dealt away with the frailty and the flaws of flesh.
Are you flesh?
Yes.
So then, how is it frail if you're flesh?
I am the creator. I've created perfection, and perfection shall take over for me. Soon I will pass on, and then my legacy will continue.
Mm-hmm.
Did you modify our terraform? What? Yeah.
Oh, the Gek
creation kick.
Yeah.
Did one of my agents did. Yes, that is the modification. It was necessary because while we had created a perfect simulacrum of your settlement, of course it needed to be inhabited, and in order to be inhabited authentically, we needed the minds and memories of your settlers. So as you could see, as you look about, and you actually do see Mayor Jesse Pedigrue come walking by, another one, not the one that not the synth that you shot in the head and destroyed just a few days ago, or during last session, pardon me, which would actually just be the night before. Yes, we've been siphoning off the memories and knowledge of your citizens, and having that data downloaded directly into the central cores of these synths. Perfect replicas. It's a painstaking, time-consuming process, and it does expose individuals to a rather large, significant amount of gamma radiation. But so far, there's no corruption in the data reported from transfer.
And did you make this project on your own, or who assigned this to you?
Well, of course, Father is in charge of the Institute, and we all live and die by Father's law. But he gives us a wide amount of discretion when it comes to individual projects designed for the best interests of the Commonwealth. And he was very impressed with my presentation. So, of course, I was given authorization to go forward with my efforts here. Good night, Dave. Thank you so much for joining us, buddy. Yes. Now, here's the situation. Actually, you know what? You guys make a perception and science roll. Hey, Johnny, good to see you, buddy. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Okay, Hazel. I'm gonna Paul, I'm gonna send you some information on Roll20 based on what you know.
Somehow the Green Knight got a success.
You know that radiation, you know that gamma radiation is bad news, is what I can tell you. That's what you hear gamma radiation and you're like, oh, even that should makes even you feel sick.
I don't understand. What is the point if you're just using the same people's memories? Aren't they going to be the same flawed people, even in a stronger body?
Well, I suppose that's part of the experiment then. But these are perfected. So,
I must admire your work. You have done such an incredible job. You should be commended.
thank you.
I do have a problem with your hypothesis, though.
What is the flaw in my hypothesis?
Well,
it looks like his hackles are suddenly getting up a little bit.
Well, and I'm going to look at the workmanship is astounding,
Top notch, astounding,
Absolutely.
absolutely, yes,
absolutely. I mean, it is the word. It is elegant simplicity in its refinement. Yes, this is well done. I have to say, I am flowing around. And I'm active scanning. Really
Give me a perception check real quick as you do that.
Another is with science or repair.
Survival.
Mhm.
Perception and survival.
Okay. I got one success, but a complication.
Okay. You don't see anything, but you.
But that one success is two successes.
Yes.
And I'm seeing in 360. So. Okay. Continue. Sorry.
What I'm going to say is that you don't see anything yet, but you hear another Mr. Handy. Somewhere, you think, but suddenly the chief scientist says, no, excuse me, you need to, we're going to have this conversation. If you're going to assault my hypothesis, sir, then we are going to have a scientific debate. You get back here.
Well, I think the problem that you're going from is you are assuming that the human super mutant or ghoul forms are what need to be replicated.
No. The forms do not need to be replicated. They need to be replaced. They need to be preserved.
But why not do it with proper robots instead of these synthetic creatures?
My goal is to preserve the spirit of humanity, the spirit of personhood. So to capture the essences of what makes these people and putting them in more durable containers is the best way to put it. Because as we can all see, judging by the devastation that we've been suffering through for generations now, humanity is on the brink of extinction. Let's be honest here. Humanity
I agree with very hardly.
Humanity is at the end of times. My goal here is to preserve the spirit of humanity if I cannot preserve the body of humanity. Ergo, we download the personalities and memories and minds of individuals and put them into better shells. And then we dispose of the flawed originals. These will withstand the test of time. These will last until, they are functionally immortal unless destroyed.
But is that not a flaw in your methodology?
What do you mean?
What is the point?
What is the point? Is the preservation.
No, I mean...
preservation is the point.
No, what is the point in disposing of the previous host?
Well, they're not going to last anyway. We may as well get rid of them.
I don't see... Yeah, you could observe and you could be conducting simultaneous experiments and be gaining twice the data, but instead you're scrapping one, assuming that your hypothesis is correct. That kind of arrogance and hubris corrupts your own data. You should be trying to do this without interfering with the settlement at all. Or you should have an even superior hypothesis and abandon humanity entirely and make sentient self-aware robots that are free from the constraints and the spirits of humanity that brought us to the brink from the beginning. But you didn't assume that because you are in a human-centric ideation, and your entire hypothesis is flawed because your methodology is flawed.
Spoken by a mechanical superior, spoken by a speciesist who believes in mechanical superiority above all other things. I see the flaws in your arguments as well.
I'm not conducting an experiment and saying that I know that mine is the way, but I do know that your data is coming in corrupt.
You should hypothesize better.
He kind of looks at you like, who the fuck said you could talk? You know, you just have like this, like, really, like, shut the fuck up. You know, that, like, he just gives you this look that is just
right over my head.
Like,
I'm happy. I said a big word.
Yeah, you said he's like, you said the thing. Well done. Yeah. Well done. Do you even know what that? Never mind.
I kind of make a little bit of like behind my back with my my pincer motion at Hazel, pointing towards the main thing, and then a little bit like this, like, you know.
Okay.
I can't make a kaboom. I can't make a kaboom thing. I have a pincer.
Did you intentionally expose them to gamma radiation, or is that just a side effect?
Well, gamma radiation is a method of which the data streams are transferred. So yes, it was intentional in that regard.
And have you been exposed to quite a bit of gamma radiation?
Of course not. Why would I do that?
Well, I'm asking because, of course, you know, gamma radiation causes all sorts of brain damage and problems.
Well, again, we are discarding. We are transferring these individuals' brainwaves and everything to the new simulacra. So, ergo, the fleshy bags that remain are pointless and redundant at that point once they are replaced successfully.
Are you planning on doing this with yourself?
Eventually. Well, no. What I am planning on doing is actually uploading my consciousness through a singularity technique, but that is into a synthetic body, so I may live on eternally. But that's a separate issue. You know.
Yeah, and so wouldn't it be even more of a saving the human spirit to do that kind of thing for these people instead? Right now, you're not trying to save anything. You're making a copy. And copies are inferior.
I'm absolutely saving things by preserving them. Matter of fact, come with me. No. Okay. No. We are discarding the flaws.
Let's get into this. I would love to see the ins and outs.
Well, then please follow me. And he actually takes you around towards the center of town, towards the mayor's office, and says, goes and says, come with me. And he opens up the door into the mayor's office and brings you all in. It's dark inside, and he turns on the light. And the mayor's office has, like I said, there's the mayor has his desk and chair, but then there's also like the desk where the sheriff sits and and another desk where the deputy sits, and then there's the jail. And the jail is actually just like one big cell that kind of spans the width of the room. And inside, or the jail right now is not occupied. Inside, as a matter of fact, you see a ghoul, a super mutant, and two humans, and a Mr. Handy, all kind of floating, you know, kind of like standing about aimlessly, not conscious, eyes kind of glazed over and just kind of like leaning and wandering back and forth. But they are all exact replicas of you. You see, we have prepared for all eventualities, including integrating the rest of the original founders of the settlement here, being you, into the new perfected simulacra. Now, we can do this transfer the easy way, or we could do this the hard way.
Marvin.
What is the easy way?
The easy way is that I can we can, what we would wind up doing is strapping you into a singularity machine that would upload your consciousness into a synth body, and then your original bodies would die and be disposed of.
Gotcha. And the hard way is what?
Oh, I blast you with gamma radiation and do it and over time until the download is complete, and whatever happens to your body happens to your body.
I see.
Yes, it's a lot more. It takes a lot more time, and what I understand can get to be unpleasant. But you, my friend, Mr. Marvin, you present me.
I'm Marvin.
Yes, you present to me an interesting. You posited an interesting hypothesis that my model was flawed, and that's sticking in my teeth. That's something my brain is chewing on right now, and I do not appreciate my methodology being questioned. But it is
then you're not a very good scientist if you don't appreciate your methodology being questioned.
Well, it's not very often I run into someone who believes to try to present themselves as my intellectual equal, and clearly the flesh bags around here don't believe that. But you, being a step closer to perfection, you being representing the other half of the equation necessary to bring about the perfection of man, the unity of man and machine. You posited a very interesting thing, a very interesting idea, that because of this download, that bringing in all the flaws of the individuals, which is intentionally what I'm trying to preserve here, somehow that means that the society could collapse in on itself. I would need a control society in order to check this hypothesis to see which would fare better. It would be a lot easier to have a one-to-one comparison, I suppose. So,
well, I think the best way we could start is to make sure that your Marvin is a proper exact clone.
Oh, it is. All it's waiting for is for your personality chip to be installed, but of course it'll have all kinds of safety inhibitors in place to make sure that it is that its control can never be questioned.
Well, Hazel should take a look at her code, at its code.
No. I'm going, but you know, you do present me a very, very interesting idea. What I'm going to propose to you is this. Take the citizens of your village and move. Relocate to a new location. You must leave the Gek behind because I need to recover it. But I will take my technology and set this up elsewhere, because now that you've seen this place, I can't trust that you would be that you wouldn't come back here and try to destroy it when I wasn't looking. Naturally. You know, you are not trustworthy and not under my control. You are not beholden to me. And just because you realize and recognize the fact that you are hopelessly outmatched now, that doesn't mean that you wouldn't try to come back with a larger scale force. And I can't calculate within a margin of error how safe I would be. Not to mention the potential destruction of all this grand experimentation. I can't afford to lose that. So I propose that if you take your settlement, you take everybody out of your settlement, you abandon the settlement and set up camp elsewhere. We will continue to quietly observe you while I take, once we're established in a new location as well, I take the Garden of Eden creation kit, establish a new clone settlement, essentially, and we will observe side by side and see which settlement thrives and which one succumbs.
Isn't that, of course, also a doubly flawed methodology, because you would have stolen the Garden of Eden creation kit, which is the seeding factor, which is the success or failure upon which these settlements are built.
Well, at this point, though, that one is hopelessly corrupt in the sense that if the
by your interference, you have corrupted the data. This is what I'm saying. I'm watching Hazel. Like, what is Hazel doing? I'm trying. Like,
Hazel, what are you up to?
Hazel, I am looking around to try and see if there's any individuals or weapons, actually, if we're outnumbered. Basically, finding a moment. I'm kind of preparing for a critical strike, if there's such a thing, on this Institute scientist. I'm looking around of realizing that kind of, I don't think we're getting out of this. And so looking at any sort of buttons, just trying to assessing the whole situation.
Gotcha.
I'm standing quite close to Hazel, and behind our backs, very, very surreptitiously, I'm passing a small baseball-sized object.
Give me a dexterity and sneak.
Oh,
or
God.
no,
I mean, right at the moment, I'm like, see, this is why you're doubly flawed in your.
I'm swinging my sword.
never, what is this? You never bet against a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Stop!
Hypothesize this.
All
Do you
right.
want
Well, in that
agility?
case, give me it's all moot at this point. Give me 1 second, or I'm gonna step away real
6
fast, and then we are going to.
successes.
Jesus Christ! All right, hold on. God damn it! Never interrupt me when I'm monologuing, motherfucker. Okay, I need 1 minute to figure this out real quick because this was, believe it or not, I was trying to give you guys a way out, but okay, fine, fuck me then. All right, I'm gonna be right back.
You were trying to give us a way out.
Yeah, trust me, it's okay. You should have let me finish the monologue, but that's besides the point. I'll be right back.
It's an interesting try. It's like, oh, this guy's full for the cause.
Yeah.
Guys, Marvin is really smart.
Say a very actualized robot. Yeah, Marvin.
Yeah.
Too many words.
I'm still
Action necessary.
I'm still confused as to why you would need to replicate Marvin, though. He's already mechanical and indestructible.
I think as a founder of the city, the whole thing would be to have that element there of trying to replicate the whole kid and caboodle.
You just have to have a copy.
Otherwise, you're changing it. Yeah.
So weird.
The kit without the caboodle.
Can't have that.
Okay, we're gonna have to blow up the center thing.
Yep.
We have two, so we have an extra Marvin.
Can you interface with the other Marvin and get him like on
Hazel
your
would have to
side?
plug me into him.
You can't R2D2?
Huh? I don't have that kind of port. I mean, I could chopper it where I put my pincer and turn the pincer, but that doesn't actually, that doesn't actually make any sense.
Sorry about that, guys. Just had to deal with something real fast, but now I'm back. And yeah, okay. Cool. When death is on the line, crack!
How dare you? My methodology is perfect, Ka-chonk.
Ka-chonk, yeah. I have thought about every
eventuality.
Every eventuality. Crack. All right, yeah, he has a defensive one. All right. Yep.
Shall I hit the damage button?
Oh yeah. Let's make me weep. How many dice are you? Okay, so you did 2 additional attack dice on that.
Yep.
All right, so that takes 2 away. No, 3 away. So that meant you had 4. But then you also got 5 successes on top of that, so you just maxed it back out. All right, go on ahead and roll damage.
Plus rolling those ones in, right? Yeah.
4 physical damage. Oh man. Okay. 4 physical damage, and you're gonna hit him. Do you want to burn any additional dice for damage?
Do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. How many?
2.
2? Do 3.
2's good.
Okay. 2's good. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. I mean, technically, we're going to go 4, and then I'm going to do the additional. So that'll be, I'm going to call that 7 damage because it's just supposed to be 2 additional dice to the pool. So I'm saying I'm going to take the 3 points that were added at the end. Okay. 1, 2. Cool. All right. That's done. And then let's roll to find out where you hit him. In the torso. You just, like go on ahead and crack him right across the front of the chest. And you hear
Rob Roy style.
Yep. 7 points of damage. And that's going to be a critical hit. Yeah, he staggers backwards like, ah! And like immediately like just doubles over. You heard bones shatter with that impact, and he's a critical hit to the torso. He is not okay. You can actually you guarantee that because internal bleeding, the whole deal. He's in some serious shit right now. But all right, so we're in initiative now. 14. Okay. Who got 12? That is Bailey. Bailey's 12. And then Green Knight, you're 11.
Yes.
And Marvin?
11.
And Happy and Hazel, what do you guys got?
I'm at 11. It's the same, always the same initiative.
10.
Fantastic. Okay, cool. Well, he's got okay, fantastic. First thing he does is he takes a minor action and hits a button on his wrist computer, his Pip-Boy, that was actually kind of concealed under his Institute overcoat to begin, and the jail door swings wide open. Okay, and your simulacra start coming towards you. He then turns and let's see. I'm going to do 3 dice. Well, that sucked. Yep. I fire off a volley and completely miss, even though I'm at close range. Completely miss with my pistols because I rolled a 16, an 18, and a 20. Awesome.
Oh,
awesome. Doing great, guys.
Is this a scientist guy or someone else?
What's that?
I said, what kind of complication does that create rolling that 20?
Rolling that 20. I'm going to say that his pistol is discharged, so he actually has to change clips before he'll be able to fight. So he'll have to use a minor action to change his clip next round because he used a minor action already to hit the button that opens up the jail door. But Bailey, it is your turn.
Okay.
And actually, roll a d20 for me real quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Lower is better.
7.
7. I got a 2. So the Bailey in the jail comes screaming out, running directly for you with a pipe wrench. And 17 and 18. Jesus Christ, I can't hit for shit tonight. But your synth clone is now attacking you.
Great. I would like to attack the scientist guy.
Okay.
With my pipe wrench.
Okay.
What'd you get? Just as terrible as my synth. 18 and 19.
18 and 19. 0 successes. Let's see. But you know what? Here's the thing. This guy suffered critical torso damage to start. And you guys do have 4 action points if you want to, or you can use a luck point to reroll one.
Luck, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll use a luck point.
Go for it.
Am I just rolling a 20?
Yeah, just roll one additional d20.
That's a 12.
That's also going to miss. So yeah, you go running at it. Your synth clone comes running at you and distracts you at the last second as you're about to bring the pipe down on this guy, and it kind of clangs. Your pipe wrenches clang into one another. Yeah. All right. So that is going to be that. Green Knight, roll me a d20. Lower is better.
1.
1. Okay. Well, I got a 17. So yeah, you definitely go.
Wow.
For it. Yep.
Yes.
Holy shit. Yep. That sucks for me. It's great for you.
Okay. So are all of our clones kind of rushing out at us?
Yes.
Are they armed exactly as we are?
Yes, it looks it.
Okay. Well, then I guess I have to attack myself and go after my right arm.
Okay. So you're calling your shot, aiming for the right arm. Got it.
Yes.
All right.
I'll add 1 dice. How's our pool looking right now?
You guys have 3 action points.
Okay.
Oh no, she used the luck point, so you guys have 4. You got 4.
Okay. I'll use 1.
Got it. All right. So roll 3 dice.
2 successes.
2 successes. You only needed 1. Fantastic. So, and no, actually 2 successes is necessary because you called your shot, which meant that you that added the DC to 1, but
Yep.
you attacked the right arm. Got it. All right. Roll damage.
Feel like it'd be a good idea to spend another dice on this.
Agreed.
Yep.
Okay.
Because you don't want me swinging on you. 6 physical damage. Holy shit. All right. All right. No damage reduction on that. And piercing to boot. So he's going to take 6. What is this melee damage plus 2? Oh, wait. I'm looking at the default. Let me look at your sheet. Because this is meant to be a clone of you. Initiative, melee bonus. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yep. All right. So yeah, you do 6 points of damage. And why can't I find your... Oh, max hit points. Got it. All right. Got it. All right, cool. Yep. You go cracking in, and you actually do hear a satisfactory sound that sounds like a bone break or some sort of limb break. As you crack your sword directly into it. He is not that looks like that left a hell of an impact. Do you want to do a secondary action, or do you want to?
What's our action point pool at?
3.
I don't know. Should I go for the other arm?
Do it.
Do it. Go for it.
All right, we'll go for the other arm.
Okay.
2 successes.
2 successes. Good enough. Yep. That hits.
All right. 5 damage.
5 damage. Yep. That's a critical hit on the other one. Jesus Christ. All right. And the piercing means that it goes through the physical damage reduction. Yeah, you've basically ruined both arms. So he's effectively unable to fight with any sort of armed weapon. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Yep. Ain't nothing he could do about that. All right. Cool. He is going to try and attack you back. going into a full-blown frenzy, and he's going to try to bite you. Because that's about all I got. Come here, I'll bite you to death.
Okay.
Let's see. A 7 will hit. Probably not going to do much in the way. Well, could be a decent amount of damage.
Your arm's off.
3 points of physical damage. He bites you in the torso.
Okay. So
yeah,
I have one damage resistance on that.
Yep. So you're going to take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah. And this guy is clearly in a bit of a berserk mode. Marvin, roll off.
Yeah. 3.
I got a 1.
Okay, well that's not.
Wow.
Yep. Hey man, occasionally the overseer can hit shit too. This guy, his buzzsaw comes riding right up. All right. Target number's under 11.
Join me. Don't be a slave to this inferior.
Got it. All right. It's gonna hit. Oh no, wait. Your defense is. Your defense is 1.
Defense is 1.
Yep. I got a 20 and I got a 5.
Okay.
Yep.
If you got 20s, isn't that 2 negatives?
Ba-dum-bum.
Not necessarily. It's a complication.
It's a complication. It's not a failure. But I did get 1 success. So that means I'm going to roll damage. Damage. 2 with piercing, and I got 2 vault boys in the right leg, which in this case would be your thruster.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's going to be 2 points of damage directly to the thruster, but it's not critical, so that's not terrible.
So did it pierce both of my damage resistances?
Yes, because I got 2 vault boys.
Excellent.
Yep. All right. So there is that. And then your turn.
Okay. So I'm going to then do what I know will make this Marvin come to our side.
Mhm.
I'm going to point my flamethrower at the other Hazel and Happy, and Bailey. The other Bailey is still up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dump all 4 points of fuel I have left and burn those synths to the ground.
Yeah.
All right.
How many points of actions do we have right now available?
4.
Okay, I'm gonna use 3 of them on this attack.
Okay, so you get 2 additional dice. Two successes.
I'll take that 16 and I'm gonna luck it away.
Okay.
So for a 12, that's a miss, though, sadly.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because
Worth a shot.
yeah, but because there's still 2 successes on an area effect weapon. Burst, spread, persistent. Okay.
You've
so
got
it
a
does-
flamer. Yeah.
and that's 3 damage, right?
Yep. And there's
don't
1 action point left.
Right? No. I don't need any extra action point. Ignore this roll because I'm adding 3 things of fuel to it,
Okay.
and then oh, that was awful. 3 energy damage, all my fuel, and 1 trigger, so 1 burst. So I hit. Oh, that was so terrible.
Well, I'm going to say this.
that one.
Yeah, I want to luck that.
Okay.
All right, try that again. So that's 3. That's slightly better. Still terrible, but I get 3 people.
Yep. For 4 energy damage.
And spread. So it will go to hit multiple locations.
Okay.
So 4 damage.
And you did that on who?
On Hazel, on Bailey, and Happy, the synth versions.
Got it. All right. So that's 4 minus the energy minus energy. But look at this real quick. It's debilitating, inaccurate, two-handed. For each effect rolled. Okay, cool. So they're actually going to take 6 points of damage each because of the spread.
Right.
Actually, they're going to take 9 points of damage spread across 3 limbs.
Right.
All right. So.
And what does persistent mean? Does it mean it keeps burning, or what?
It
It
will
means,
happen again
that they'll take the same damage next round.
Oh damn!
Half the roll damage rounded down, hits a random location. Even yeah. Okay.
No one to repair you now. You should join us and put in and not be this scientist slave.
Okay. All right, 1 second. Tallman. Hazel is 10. And then Happy. Marvin. Come on. Fantastic. Okay. Yeah, they're all burning and screaming in agony. Cool. And then that's going to continue at least for 2 rounds. Which, honestly is going to, unless they get put out between now and then, it's not going to end well for them. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, Hazel. It is your turn.
All right. Do I need to roll for is my counterpart?
Oh yes, we do.
Busy a burning.
We're gonna rollies. Yeah, give me a rollies.
That is terrible.
Yep. Only slightly more terrible than the 16 that I rolled. So.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go.
Is my flaming counterpart coming at me?
Yeah, your flaming counterpart is going to come at you, but I'm going to take all that damage first. So I'm going to take another.
I believe in a thing called Flamer. Just listen to the way it goes.
Yeah. All right. Where did Hazel? Oh, here's Hazel. Fantastic. Hazel is going to try to laser you. That's a 20 and a 15. So my complication is that Hazel actually winds up burning up before they can actually pull the trigger. So Hazel collapses and dies with my 20 and 15 on the attack roll.
Did nothing but take all the credit.
Yep. Hazel, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Did I observe the Pip-Boy or whatever it is that the scientist tapped?
Give me retroactive perception plus survival.
Gotcha. Okay. Perception and survival.
2 successes. Yes, you did.
All right. I will think about activating it after I hopefully kill the individual. I would like to use my Institute laser pistol that I got off of one of the other synths earlier that has the burst effect, which I don't understand fully what that does, but it sounds great.
Okay.
It didn't feel great being on the receiving end, so that's a good sign.
But I would like to. I'd like to shoot the scientist guy.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So I guess that would be what, basically based on energy weapon, or it should be able to just roll on down to the
Small guns.
Well, it's an energy weapon.
To my.
You always go for the necromancer himself.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Is there an easy? There's just the button for.
I don't know. When you got an area effect weapon, you use it on the minions.
So target number of 8 with. So would I just still do energy weapons? Would I basically pull up, basically the characteristics of?
Yeah, you're gonna use perception plus energy weapons to roll your attack.
And I think
that's your target number.
I'll use 1 action point.
Okay.
To go to 3 dice.
You've used the last one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can't see what that did.
That's 2 successes.
All right.
All right.
I
Back up
only
to 1.
need 1,
Yep.
correct? Yes.
You got 1. You got your action point back. Yep.
And then, all right. So then the dice, it's at 4. Let's go to add additional dice with a fire rate of 2. So I would. So what do I can add 1 more die, or what? How does burst function?
All right, burst. The attack hits 1 additional target within close range if you roll a vault boy on the die. Okay. On the damage die. So then but that'll also consume an extra ammo.
Gotcha. So I can roll 1 additional die because I've got 1. We've got 1 in the pool so far.
Yep.
Correct.
Correct. You have 1 action point in the pool, so you can go ahead and 4 physical damage. Got it. And then you do get to use the burst and vicious of the Institute laser pistol. The vicious means that it does 1 additional damage in addition for each of the vault boys rolled, because you specify you're using the Institute pistol. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's different than what's on your character sheet. It means that it is much gnarlier because you got these off the synths from outside. So that's going to be 5 physical damage.
The initial,
yeah, you're going to deal 5 physical damage in the torso where he's already been critted on. That's an additional crit. Technically, he's at 2 hit points, but 2 critical hits to the torso. You know that part where you shoot somebody with an Institute laser pistol and they get turned to dust? That's pretty much what happens here. Yeah, you basically just pop him off in the gut, and he just like vaporizes, leaving behind his the overcoat goes, but yeah, the Pip-Boy actually lands relatively intact.
Can I take a minor action to put it on and tap the button that activated our clones to deactivate them?
You would have to decipher it first. It's not just a standard. I mean, you got to get oriented on it. That's gonna be more than a minor action.
They're all gonna be dead soon.
But I will tell you this: the minute that he dies, they stop. They actually all kind of freeze up and almost wander aimlessly. And the Bailey and the Happy clones that are currently on fire wind up just allowing themselves to burn to death without any sort of commands or controls over them.
All right.
What's my clone doing?
Stops. It basically just kind of stands there for the moment. It kind of freezes, and I need to make a check to see what it's going to do. Metal frames for bones. Oh yeah, and I don't have any action points, so I can't get them to attack. So they're all kind of like functioning erratically.
If I go up to mine and say, "Release your sword, brother," will it give me its sword?
Well, its sword's on the ground anyway.
Oh, okay. I'll pick up the
broke
sword.
both arms, remember? Yeah. Okay. So you pick up the sword. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you literally disarmed it.
Yeah.
Can we? Man, happy didn't even get to go.
Yeah. Well, you guys went right for the necro leader, and technically I should have had him run away first, but there wasn't much in the way I was envisioning this. There wasn't much room for him to escape. He had to clear a path first, and you guys got to him too quick. But yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Well, I want to override this Marvin, make him on our side, and then program him to go and attack that main thing. And we'll have Hazel do this because Hazel's better at this than I am. And so that we can blow this place up and get out.
Give me a intelligence plus repair.
I would like to assist Hazel in this. But yes. Nope.
All right, Hazel. Hazel, you got to roll your. Okay. Hazel gets 2 successes. Okay. Well, I will tell you this. Hazel, you managed to take the Marvin clone and kind of power it down and do a little bit of rewiring and everything. And it comes back up and you actually see it go, Marvin! Hi, Hazel. What do you need?
Marvin, we have a...
Marvin!
Marvin! Threat to the city in the
Threats
center
to the settlement are bad, Hazel. I will do anything I can to help you. I love you.
And I love you, Marvin.
Yay.
We need to destroy the what is it called? The power station? What would
the central power, the central interface. I guess you could call it that.
We need to destroy the central interface in this area to protect the town.
Destroying that central interface sounds like it might destroy Marvin. Are you Are you certain that you wish for me to engage in such behavior?
It won't hurt Marvin. It will protect the town.
My calculations dictate to me that there is a 97.8% chance of critical explosion if I go in and try to disable it.
Marvin, your programming
Marvin.
Our programming is secured. One of us will be gone, and the other will be destroying the thing, and thus we will live on and endure. And there is a higher likelihood that this current body that you're in will survive enough to be repaired, and then there will be 2 of us.
Marvin, give me a charisma plus speech.
Yes, I will. Charisma plus speech. Roll it.
Marvin understands. Marvin will comply. I would suggest leaving now.
Yeah, I think we start. I think the Pip-Boy. I think we start scooting.
All right, you guys start heading out. Just as Marvin basically just goes flying over to the main tower terminal, you guys look and you see that the rest of the citizens, the synth citizens, have all kind of taken a similar kind of zombified, awaiting commands kind of stance, as if that whatever process or procedure is running through the Pip-Boy, with the termination of the chief scientist, the fail-safe was that his experiment would terminate with him until he was ready to turn it loose on its own permanently. But because he's gone now, it looks like the rest of the experiment is awaiting further orders. So while the Marvin clone goes in and goes flying up to the terminal and immediately starts to buzzsaw it, nobody else in this simulacra village seems to raise an eyebrow. You guys all make your way out of there and get just to the tree line when you hear a massive explosion ring out behind you, and the roof is literally blown off the top of the warehouse. And you could swear somewhere in there you hear Marvin.
Well done, Marvin.
Yes. I said that there was a chance that you could be repaired, not that we would repair him.
Yes, I mean, we can definitely take a look once things cool off. It would be great to have another Marvin, but we got to figure out with this deck.
There's only one Marvin, but that will be excellent spare parts.
Marvin Jr.
All right. Well, judging by the size and the heat of that explosion, there's probably not much left.
Yeah, I think Hazel was being very,
very genial about it. Yeah.
And
trying to be sympathetic and nice about it. Okay.
Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, you guys, where do you guys want to head now? I mean, it seems like the threat has been abated.
I think we should probably see if there's a way to fix it, right? Additional radiation coming from the gap.
All right. So you guys head back to town. Before you check in with anybody, you go to the GEC. Give me an intelligence plus science or repair.
Marvin?
Normally, the Green Knight wouldn't try to assist in this, but after learning a new word, hypothesize, he's going to attempt to help.
Hypothesize this.
I'm down. I'm down for this. You go. I hypothesize.
Yeah, I hypothesize. I just kind of
and you're like
expectantly wait for something.
They kind of like
exactly sacrificed for the greater Marvin.
Yes, sacrifice for the greater Marvin. Well said, Johnny. All right, right here. Yep, sacrifice for the greater Marvin. Indeed. All right, you what'd you guys get? You got science, intelligence. 2 successes. Hazel, what you guys notice is that with that central generator, that central terminal being down, it looks like that the source of the gamma radiation signal has ended, which means that there is no more gamma radiation being filtered through the GEC.
That's good.
Yeah.
That is excellent. The question now is how much permanent brain damage has been done to some of the individuals, and also how many infiltrators there are in the city, and whether they are also kind of offline.
I mean, how could you tell? They weren't very smart to begin with.
Marvin. That's our Marvin.
Well, we should probably check in with Jesse.
All right. Hey. So you get back into Jesse's office, and he I'm going to say this is the next day by the time you guys get back, and he's like, "Hey, so what happened? What happened? My migraine got better. So what's going on? What'd you find out?"
Well, in simplest terms, there was an individual from the Institute who was making a replica of the city, and
the Institute. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, they'd infiltrated our GEC, creating gamma radiation, causing potential damage to brains, and
holy shit, that sounds bad.
Cloning individuals of the town and replacing them with synths.
Oh, shit, that sounds real bad.
We, as the kids say these days, we fucked their shit up and burned it to the ground. So any of the synths should not be moving. But now it's more going to be a question of who potentially has brain injuries. But just kind of cleaning up after this. I believe the term is called clusterfuck.
Yeah, no shit. Okay.
We hypothesized them good.
Yes, we did. The Green Knight hypothesized their arms off, literally.
Yes.
I don't think that that must be a new meaning of hypothesize. Then I thought that was just okay. Never mind. Good job, you guys. Is that why Doyle has just been staring off into the space catatonic for the last few hours? And you look over, and one of the guards is one of his posse is just like staring completely off into space, completely non-responsive.
I take my pincer, I take my buzzsaw, I chop one of his fingers off.
It sparks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing! And he pulls. Jesse pulls his pipe pistol out and puts one through the thing's skull without a second thought. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it. He says, "Oh, you might want to back up," and it. Ah, shit! I should have done that outside. Yeah, didn't realize that it would do that. Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like you guys fixed the problem then. Wow, that's some far-reaching shit right there. Didn't think we'd be on the Institute's radar, but I suppose when you're doing good, when you're number one, everybody's just trying to catch you, right?
Yes, it is lonely at the top.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, you guys did a big service for us, so we're gonna how about we throw that Founders Day celebration again, and we party a little harder this time, and we make sure that you guys get to actually enjoy it. All right.
I think that's
Yes.
a great. I think that's a great suggestion.
All right. Well, that's what we're gonna do. All right. Well, in that case, this adventure draws to a close with a bang, not a whimper. All right, folks, that's been Fallout the Tabletop RPG. I've been Overseer Greg. This has been the Brute Squad. And we have, after 3 sessions, we finally got through our Fallout one-shot.
Classic.
This is the first time we've made it through an actual thing.
This is the first time we've actually finished something. I don't know how to wrap this up, so this will be fun. But yeah, I have been Overseer Greg, GM Greg. You can find me and book me to run games like this for you and your friends, including actual one-shots of Fallout, things that'll actually last only 1 session. But go to gmgreg.com, look me up, book me. I will run a game for you. I really want to do that. I've been running a few in-person sessions in SoCal here lately. People have been really digging it. They've been leaving me some really nice reviews. Hopefully you can have yourself a similar experience. My schedule's about to get really crazy in April, May, and June, so book me while you can. And in the meantime, the Brutes here, they kick some serious ass. I'm really awesome, really impressed, and got really guys, we finished an adventure. That's dope as hell.
And everyone's alive.
And you all survived, which is also even better. Marvin.
And we even got a long rest.
And you even got when you fucking earn it, you'll get a long rest, sir. Okay?
You gotta earn it.
You gotta earn it. You gotta want it. All right. Anyhow, well, this has been Fallout the TTRPG with Overseer Greg and the Brute Squad. So I've been GM Greg. You have been you. Thank you so much for tuning in and joining us tonight. We will be back next week with the return of the Turtle Tonys and their adventures in Avernus as we continue our seemingly never-ending quest for the soul of a friend. They're literally going to go to hell and back for a friend. And we'll see we'll pick up where they left off, find out what's going on down there, and we'll take it from there. So until then, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And until we see you next week, roll them nat ones. Good night.